Hey y'all, and welcome to today's upload. I'm currently at home at 3 o'clock, and we have a teacher work day tomorrow, and that just means that I want to be able to get through everything that I need to get through today. So this week I have been working on getting literacy centers, ready and whatever for next week, the next 2 weeks. Math centers as well, and then getting rid of all the kids' papers from the last 2 weeks since we had a work from home day. And then I do plan on going back over to the school probably for like an hour 30 minutes this afternoon. And that is to take this laminating stuff that I'm about to laminate back to the classroom after I laminate it and cut it. And then I'm also going to go back and I need to label these books that I'll show you guys. I also need to make these little things into a magazine. So if you have this copier at work like we do, or if you have a copier that you guys can kind of figure out the duplicate, I want to show you guys how to make things into a magazine. That way you're not using up the whole paper for just one thing, and you can literally make it front and back, and it'll be like on one side of the paper. So a really good paper saver tip that I definitely want to share with you guys. So I have a couple different things I need to do. First, I'm going to show you guys my laminator. I use a Scotch laminator. I'll have a link in my description box down below. I've had this for like 3-4 years, and it works magic. That's all I'm going to say. And then, of course, the laminating sheets that go with it. All right, so this is the Scotch laminator that I have. Literally, it tells you where to insert the sealed end of the pouches at, especially like if you ever have pictures and you want to make sure that that they're laminated. This is just a cheap and easy laminator to get. So the pouches come like this, and you take the open end, which is at the bottom, and you open this and you put the paper in between the things, and then your ending piece right here, which is already sealed, should be the first thing that goes in. Just to show you guys, you take it and you open it all the way up. Sometimes you don't have to. I just like to. That way it goes in. So there's some things that I was asked to laminate, like the community helpers paper. And this is something that they found on Teachers Pay Teachers for free. Literally, you put it in, you hold it like this. This part goes in because this is the part that's already sealed. Once the laminator is ready, that is when I'll put it in. And it tells you when it's ready because the ready part lights up. So I'm just going to get these all into pockets, run them through, like I said, cut them, and then take them back to work, put them in a plastic bag, and at least it's ready for next week. So as you guys can tell, it says ready. I'm simply taking one of the papers. You want to make sure that they're lined up. I know a lot of people have already used these before, but if you've never used them before, just make sure they're lined up inside of the actual lining, and then you just slide it through those pieces. That way it's on both sides, and I can actually turn it so that I can see. Coming out on this side is hard. It's still plastic on that side, but this side is sealed, and then you can choose to cut the plastic off if you want to, or choose not to. All right, I'm putting this in here so I can take this stuff back to work. Y'all, I honestly don't like coming back to work when it's dark outside because she don't like to put our windows or our blinds down for some reason. But what I'm gonna do, let me show y'all what I'm getting ready to do. And then I'm gonna show y'all me going back out the door because I'm ready to go already. I feel like I have such a hard time finding pins that work, so I just bought some in from home. All right, so these are the bags. They're A through I. I have to put any items I want to from 12 to 32. Alphabet A through Z with some tracing for a student, laminating those papers, clearly done. I need to label the books, which are right here. So on the inside of each one of these, I need to write SNRB, and I guess each classroom got a letter. I don't know. I didn't even ask. But anyways, let's do that. All right, so these are community helper, right the room. Just cutting these out around the edges, and then these are gonna get taped up around the room Monday morning. I'm definitely not taping them up today. I just wanted to say, hey, I did it, and leave everything here. So honestly, nobody's here in the afternoons like that. It is literally just our janitor, which they've already cleaned our rooms. They come and clean our rooms at like 3? No, like 2:45. So I don't have to worry about anybody coming down here. Like I said, I'm really trying my best to just be here for 30 minutes, say I did everything I need to do, and head back out the door. I had spaghetti before I came. I know on this channel it's really hard for me to get content. The reason why I say that is because you're so busy with the kids that you don't even have time. Literally, I did like a day in my life the other day where I was the teacher, and because I had a sub in here, I was just like, crap, can't do it. And I really wanted to, which I probably could have, but it just would have been like little snippets. It wouldn't have been the whole ordeal like I probably would want to. So I can't really do, like I said, the content that I want to here on this channel anymore like that, unless I'm like by myself, or if I just do like little clippets here and there. So I'll have to just change my content probably after Christmas, because I feel like I can get content, and come up with things to share. I'm just trying to figure out how. So that's the part that's holding me back. But anyways, I have basically cut these out. Like I said, I'm not going to put them up today because it involves tape going around the room, blah, blah, blah. That's something I can do on Monday. Why do it today when I can do it first thing Monday when I come in, because they're already ready. I laminated these at home, as you guys seen. And I bought the extra lamination back. So days that we can work from home, we honestly try and get everything done ahead of time. So like these are going to be around the room. The kids are going to write them on a piece of paper. It goes with our theme for I think the next week or two, which is Community Heroes. So each month it is a different unit, and so that's just how that goes. But this was an activity that was preferred by HMH for us. So you have vet, nurse, construction worker. Like I said, these will get put up around the room Monday, so I'm just going to toss these to the side. Next thing I need to do is fill up these bags. Like I said, it needs to be at least like 12 to 32, nothing higher than 32, nothing lower than 12. So first I'm doing pattern blocks. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I'm also making a list of these items and what is in them. That way I know, my coworker knows. So yeah, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Like I said, yeah, I don't mind coming in after hours because you get, much more done. But it's just like, she don't believe in having the window blinds and stuff down. And I mean, thankfully over my corner it is. So for I did 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 42, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I have 14 pattern blocks. Okay, so I have to find a bin for these, so I need to go to the back. All right, so we keep all of our containers back here. I got a yellow one, a bin, and this is what the bags are gonna go in. I'm trying to take this sticker off. There we go. All right, so I have pattern blocks, I have snap cubes, I have the red and yellow chips, I have the Cuisinart, I have bears, and I have tiles. I'm also using pennies and going from there. I labeled on both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do 19 pennies for B. 19. Like I said, I'm just writing them down so that I know. All right, so now I'm gonna get my printing done. Okay, this is grade 2. No idea what this is. But anyways, let me show y'all something. So I'm taking this and turning it into, well, let's just say I turned it into a magazine. So I had this literally going down. You turn it into a magazine by simply putting it in here to a copier, and let me show y'all how you do it. All right, so if this was just one full page, you'd put it in, you go to classic copier, go down here to duplicate, combine series, hit book, two-sided, and make it into a magazine. That's all you'd have to do if you guys were trying to make it look like this, where you can have 2 different things on one page. But I don't need to do that. I just actually need to make copies of it. Needing to get onto my computer so that I can print out what I need to print out. It's definitely not this. Man, that really took a lot, to the point where all we want to do is turn this into like a booklet so that the kids can draw different community helpers and the settings and stuff like that. The only thing I can think of is to tape this down and make it to where it's on both sides and then close it. I mean, that's really the only thing I can think of at this moment. So I'm about to dock that up, go run that back through, and then, yeah. I still have to label these books, which I thought, you know, would be quick and easy, which it should be. Like I said, I just have to rig this up and then run it back to the copier. And from there, I'm almost done. I feel like I have like a headache. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But I'm definitely gonna take something because I don't want to wake up tomorrow with a freaking headache. So anyways, trying to figure out where to cut it at. Okay. All right, so I think I got it. I'm gonna run that back through in just a few. This part is trash. I printed out our accounting practice. This is something that eventually they can do in the mornings. I copied this. I have some art activities that I need to gather up for the kiddos and do at home. So I don't need my computer anymore. I'm gonna put that back in. I don't even need my scissors anymore. Yeah, this is life, literally. So I made these. It's 4 of them on one page. That way, less paper being used. So I guess next they're gonna learn about like the central idea and like the details. So I'm just folding them in half, and then I'll leave these on the shelf, and then I'll just say, hey, I did these, you know, come Monday. Anyways, let me finish. Alright, so I just gotta put this stuff back, and then it's just the books to do, which will be really quick because it's clearly 4 letters and a dash. Alright, so they wanted these books labeled SNR-B. I'm just labeling them, putting them in, rolling. I'm only going to do one because honestly, I'm tired. And I am, you know, just ready to go back home. I don't want to get back home late. Even though we have the day off, well, even though we work from home tomorrow, I already worked. I've done everything I needed to do, everything that she gave me, and I've done extra this week. She was off Wednesday, and I covered for her, and I need my rest too. So some of the things that I'm going to be doing from home tomorrow is creating those crafts for fall, the rest of the fall crafts. And then our next teacher workday, or probably, yeah, I think our next one is like November something. So like I'll work from home that day and come up with the Christmas crafts that's going to last us up until Christmas, and then kind of just go from there. I'm not really doing much. Like I said, I have candy corn. I have a thing of pumpkins. I have to look back at my thing to be able to see what that is. And then I also have like a Frankenstein one. I'll even just create a video for it, because like I said, I'm not making videos much in here, so I might as well show you guys the stuff that we are, you know, getting into. So let me finish these, get ready to roll out of here, and then I shall catch up with you guys for the craft video. All right, they're all done. I'm gonna go out the door because my tail is hurting. So the light turned off. But like I said, it's still time for me to go. So I hope that you all have enjoyed watching this vlog. If you have, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And also consider subscribing down below if you haven't already. I'm going out the door.